Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and today we have another tribal deck coming to you. But before we hop into today's tribal deck, I do want to remind everybody, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, hit that bell icon to be notified when the videos go live so you can be the first to comment, and please leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about this deck, what you think about the video, what you think about the channel, what you want to see in a future video. Anything you can do to interact with the channel would be amazing. And please go down into the description and check out all of the cool links that we have there. We have a ton of links, the Discord link especially, but there are a ton of other links that I would love for you guys to check out. So with that being said, let's hop into today's deck, and we are calling it Wizard. Again, this is I want to make sure that I remember the title is a play on this really old commercial that I saw a long time ago. I think it was, I don't remember what it was for, but stuck in my head. We're playing wizard tribal, and every creature in the deck is a wizard except for Niambi. So we're just going to cover Niambi first. She's a 2-mana 2/1 with flash. When it enters the battlefield, you can return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, you gain life equal to that creature's converted mana cost. And then also she has a secondary ability of paying 3 mana, tapping, discard a legendary card to draw 2 cards. So we're going to be utilizing her to bounce our own creatures because they're wizards. They're going to get all of our wizards have triggers. They are going to be able to trigger twice thanks to Naban. Now, Naban is a really cool wizard back from Dominaria. If a wizard entering the battlefield under your control causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that happens twice, basically. It happens an additional time. So what that means is something along the lines of Cloud Conceer. When it comes into play, you get to draw a card. That's going to happen twice. So we're going to be drawing 2 cards. So really with all of our wizards, everything that happens when they come into play is going to happen at additional time. So we have 3 copies of Merfolk Trickster, so we get to tap a creature, it loses all of abilities. That's going to happen twice. Exclusion Mage, bouncing one of our opponent's creatures to their hand, that gets to happen twice. Barrin, Tolarian Archmage, this actually gets to bounce any creature that we want to that player's hand. It can be our creature or their creature, but that gets to happen twice. Barrin's cool, he's one of the new cards from M21. But it also says at the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. So we could potentially bounce one of our things, one of their things, and then draw an extra card off of Barrin because of his ability. So that's really sweet. We have Deputy Detention. This is a staple ever since it's been printed. If you're playing Azorius colors, when it enters the battlefield, exile a permanent and anything that shares a name with that card. So this will happen twice. We can potentially hit a ton of cards if they have multiples of the same card in play. We have Gadwick. Gadwick's cool. Again, 3 mana and X for a 3/3. You get to draw X cards when you play that. So if you do this for 2 or 3, you trigger this twice. You're going to be drawing 4 or 6 cards, sometimes 8, just depending on how many. We also have 2 copies of Elite Guard Mage. 3 life, and drawing a card for 4 mana is really good. It's a little fair, but it can be obviously a little bit broken if you're actually drawing 2 cards and gaining 6 life. And then also we have 1 copy of Narumiha, Master Wizard. This is a Wizard Lord. All of your other creatures get +1/+1. She does have Flash, so that is worth noting. We're not really worried about her other ability. When it enters the battlefield, copy a target instant or sorcery that we control. So, I mean, we do have a couple of spells we could copy, but we're not even going to worry about that. This is not the type of deck that's trying to do anything with that ability. Strictly Flash and strictly the Wizard Lord. Just a few other cards here. We have 4 copies of Wizard's Retort. This is a 3 mana counter spell, but it's going to cost 1 less if we have a wizard. And again, we have so many wizards in play. This is pretty much always going to be a 2 mana counter spell. And we have 3 copies of Unsummon. This lets us return any creature to the battlefield to its owner's hand for 1 blue mana. This card is as old as Magic, basically. So, and then we have 24 lands. So just take a look here. Pretty much standard land count. Our curve ends at 4, really mainly 3, but we do have a couple of 4 mana cards, so we do have to play a few extra land because of that. We would shave some land off if we weren't playing their 3 cards. So, but with that being said, let's hop into the gameplay. Remember to watch through the whole video. We will be talking about everything in the wrap up, and we will see how we do. So we will see you guys here shortly. All right, are we ready for Wizards? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that old commercial. I don't even remember what it was for. I really want to say it was like a mobile carrier commercial, like T-Mobile or Verizon or something, and there was a there was a van with a wizard painted on the side of it, or like a unicorn or something. This is a weird hand. We're gonna keep it. Well, hello. All right, our hand got a lot better. Kiln Fiend. Oh Lord. Kiln Fiend. Well, let's just go ahead and tap down this Kiln Fiend. Let's not take any damage from it if we don't have to. And I mean, if you have a dive down, that's fine. Yep, Kiln Fiend again. I mean, we're just gonna keep bouncing. So that's not lethal. Go ahead and play Naban. Let's see what he does. We have a blocker. Hey Jinx, what are you doing? You come up here to say hi? Yeah? What do you have? Radical idea. Okay. And then and you do have a dive down. So they bounced. Yep. Good game, good game. Well, this deck does really well at stopping Kiln Fiend type decks. Good to know. Tap Kiln Fiend, bounce Kiln Fiend, tap Kiln Fiend, bounce Kiln Fiend. Rainy Shell. Right. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. So they are on the blue plan. Let's play a Trickster. They don't have anything. That's good to know. Mono blue does not have any instants. Kiora. Yep, Kiora. Do we? I don't think we're gonna bounce anything. I think we're just going to back. We're just gonna ignore Kiora. So this is obviously the devotion deck. Gilda Lotus, huh? Are we just punished for letting this resolve? This is discard a legendary card, draw 2.
Let's get moving.
I wonder what they have here. Gadwick is honestly not that big of a deal. You can have all the creatures you want, or all the cards you want right now. Would hit for 6. Could kill Kiora, but I don't think that's where we need to be. There's an argument for playing the land there untapped, but we do have lethal because we have Narhumiha in our hand. Uh-oh. Gadwick. Yep, for 0. Alright, what do they got? So I don't understand. Don't understand that. Good game. Exacxies. Alright, instantaneous pairing. So we are going to hydrate. Oh man. Going first. This looks like a pretty good hand. We can keep this. What are we playing against? Okay. So This might be a really good matchup for us. That's going to be hard to recover from. That is going to be hard to recover from, my friends. You have to be at 7 higher life total. Draw 2. We don't care. We don't care if this actually hits. If he, oh, it's a tap ability. It's not a, for whatever reason, I thought it was an actual, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty busted over here. Yeah, we're not gonna block. Want to make sure we bounce the other one first. And then we're gonna counter Heliod if he just replays Heliod. Ranger of Eos. Yeah, let's go ahead and counter that. And we get to draw 2 cards. Ooh, man. That was a schooling. Oh, we accidentally played a ranked game, so there you guys have it, you know. You guys want the decks to be in ranked, so there's a ranked game for you. Yeah, that was, yeah, I never really, I did, you know, I considered playing against, you know, heavy creature decks, but never really considered specifically going against mono white, because mono white, while it does have really explosive draws where it can, you know, definitely grow creatures really big, it's slow in the sense of, you know, being able to get in the same turns as playing those creatures. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, they're not throwing down haste creatures. I wonder if he goes for the enchantment. We're not going to play anything here. I This is still a tough matchup. I always feel like no matter what this deck does, no matter how aggressive they are, how non-aggressive they are, they just always have more cards than we do. Okey-doke. Man, that is crazy. They just always have the answer. They just always have the answer. Well, still no curious obsessions. God, they literally have all of the cards. We do this now. I think we do. I think we do. This is gonna be pretty close. Oh, they had another one. That is unfortunate. And they drew, oh my god, and they drew the Curious Possession. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know if we can win. I don't think there's any line we can take. If we would have had a Naban in play, though, we would have been good. Oh, and he had a he had a counter spell, so he got us. He got us. Yep, good game. Not really. That deck is a pox on our existence. Yeah, I think mono blue, tempo, and Gruul are obviously, they're probably going to be the best decks in Historic, but they're just no fun to play against, right? There's nothing in the mono blue deck that you can ban. And the Gruul deck, even if it loses the 2/2, the green white or the green red 2/2 that gives 2 mana, I just don't think it matters. Deck is still pretty explosive. This will slow them off of 1 mana. So they're not dropping like Questing Beast or something crazy. Oh man. I regret my decision. This will gain us 6 life, so it's not a huge deal. Attacks. Then next turn we can Niambi into Deputy Detention. And then take both of the creatures. Merfolk Branchwalker. Nice, nice. Yep. Nothing we can block with. We actually get 3 creatures off of this. I'll take that all day. Oh, don't have a fight spell. Actually, should have blocked with Naban. That would have like blown his mind if we would have blocked with Naban. Oh, they do have a Thrash. That sucks. Oh, should have blocked with him. Yeah, I don't think he expected that. Yeah, good game, my friend. Good game. Ooh, man. Play fair, creatures. We are going to take advantage of you. Yeah, that mono green deck. For a second, I thought we were going to lose. When it goes first. Guess we keep this, right? What are they playing? How many mulligans is that? Are we playing Treasure Hunt? No, black. Base not. Okay. What's more important? I think having that 3rd land next turn is going to be more important. I was correct. So if they don't do anything, we can flash out Niambi. That's not a wizard, though. Yeah, I think we should have shocked there and played Naban. I'm fine just drawing 2 here. If they want to hit a discard spell, they can hit a discard spell. And if they make us, if we get a choice, oh, okay, that's fine. Walking. Do we allow that to hit? I think we do. So we discard first and then we sack a creature? Oh, he didn't even do anything? Just hope he doesn't have another rankle. Waste not, okay. So I think we're just gonna draw 6 cards, right? How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard a land. That way they don't get anything. Burglar Rat. We will discard a creature. Yep. Good game, Firo. Good game. So I actually just realized that one of our games did not record. We lost, and it was to that last person that was just playing that Waste Not deck, that Firo person. So, so if I forget to, I'm going to try not to forget about that in the wrap up. But if we do, please know that I did mention that. I swear sometimes, like, I always make sure that my thing is recording, but for whatever reason, sometimes I swear this recording software just shuts off sometimes. Yep. So Okay, I was just gonna tap it, but kind of served our purpose. Let's get a land. All right, well, no attacks. Ooh, all that glitters. This, I don't think we can block. Well, that worked out. We want to get credit for drawing a card, and we'll gain 4 life as well, so... It just gives flying and draws a card, okay. It's a 2/3 now. You're good at blocking. That was a good... Could have been a better draw, but it was a decent draw. I do wish that this was a 2-mana ability. Oh, you're just going to scoop it up. Well, good game. That was going to be hard for you to recover anyway, so... Alright everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we had a lot of fun. So in the video games that we actually managed to record successfully, we went 6-1. However, like I mentioned earlier, we had one game that did not record for whatever reason. Again, there's something wrong with our recording software. Every once in a while it'll just stop recording like 45 seconds or a minute in. But we did lose another game against that mono black Waste Not deck. So total, we ended up going 6-2. You know, do want to make sure that you guys do know that we did actually lose another game. Again, sorry when that happens. On the plus side, we managed to get the game that we won. But it's obviously it's not fair to that individual Firo. You know, if he does watch the channel, or she, and they don't get credit for that win that they got. So they definitely beat us pretty handily. We kind of started to recover against in that game, but then they just outdrew us and just got us really good. So but yeah, so 6-2, not a bad showing for Wizard Tribal in Historic. If you're playing against creature-based decks that are not too unfair, this deck is just going to stomp all over those decks. Again, if Naban goes unchecked, getting extra abilities off of your wizards when they come into play is so powerful. It's basically like you're doubling your mana every turn. In that sense, because you're basically playing, you know, 2 Cloud Concealers or 2 Occlusion Mages, you know, so on and so on. So it's really powerful if that ends up happening. But other than that though, I recommend giving this deck a shot. It is kind of pricey in the sense that if you haven't been playing Historic for a while, there are cards from Dominaria and stuff that you would have to craft. So, you know, like you do have to craft 4 Nabans. I actually did craft 3 Nabans to play this. So, you know, again, it is something that, you know, I don't think this deck could function without this card. At least definitely not as well. This is just so busted. Naru Miha really doesn't need to be in here. So if this is a mythic, so if this is not something you're wanting to put in this deck, feel free to cut this out. This card is just... Again, it's for the Lord effect. You don't need it. There's tons of other wizards you could be playing instead of this. I wanted to try it out because it has the ability to, you know, flash it in and save your wizards. So, but yeah, give this deck a shot. It's a lot of fun. Again, if you're not subscribed, please hit that button. Do everything you can to interact with the channel. You guys are always amazing. Just want to keep making all this great content for you. But with that being said, guys, you keep staying safe. We will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.